Hello, moon babies. It's Molly. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this message finds you well. It feels really good to be making a video for you today. So I get lots of messages about grimoire prompts. We want more grimoire prompts. Well, it is my pleasure to grant your wishes. So today I'd like to offer you 30 ideas for lists that you might be able to include in your grimoire. Not only to fill up those pages and get your magical journal going, but hopefully to expand your practice and invite more magic in every damn day. So let's do it. Number 1, books you've read, books you'd like to read, and books you'd recommend to someone else. This is a list I've started keeping because people ask me about books I'd recommend, where they should start, and for the longest time I had no idea because you go through so much material, it might be worth writing down the books that stand out to you that you might wish to recommend to someone else. Number 2, a list of art magic projects that you would like to make to expand your craft. Do you want to try making your own candles? Is there an altar cloth that you've been dying to make? Maybe you want to bind your own book. We get confronted with so much information and so many ideas that it's easy to lose track of the things you actually want to do. Number 3, a 5-minute wish list. A list of activities that take 5 minutes that you could use to bring more magic into your life or to work on your practice instead of mindlessly scrolling on social media for hours and hours and hours. Make a list of subjects that you want to learn more about. Do you want to learn about cartomancy? Do you want to learn more about the specifics of astrology? Are there particular art techniques that you would like to get a better grasp on? Make a list. Create a collection of the sun and moon signs of all of the people who are close to you in your life. This can be useful information. Number 6, make a list of ways that you might wish to art witch in public. Would you like to make magically infused flyers? Would you like to hide painted stones in a park? Would you like to create a stone spiral or a crystal grid? Let your imagination run wild and see how many ideas you can come up with to beautify the world around you through art witching. And then maybe do one of those things. Compile a list of all of the future pages or spreads that you'd like to make. I do this in a very slappy-dappy way. I just keep a collection, a page dedicated to holding on to all of my post-it notes for future grimoire ideas. List out any of the techniques that you would like to try in your grimoire. Do you want to create pop-ups? Do you want to experiment with inks, squirt gun painting? Compile a list of magical conspirators that you would like to get to know better. Make a list of all the things that you would like to see happen, from tiny delights to grand shifts. Write them all down. Do you have collections related to your craft? Oils, stones, books, decks, brushes, beads, whatever it is that you use to make your craft happen, make a list of those items. Create a witchy wellness checklist. What do you need to be doing energetically, magically, ritualistically, and on the mundane to be at your best? Make a list of all of the quotes that stir up your magic, your motivation, and your imagination. Create a list of ideas for beauty dates. a collection of desires, all of the ways that you like to get in touch with beauty. Make a list of all of the spell forms that you would like to try. Perhaps it's sigils, experimenting with poppets, maybe it's witch bottles or knot magic. This could be a great list to refer to when you're feeling a little stuck and a little flat. This will provide you a bank of inspiration. Make a list of all of the times that your magic has worked so that you never forget that you are powerful, that you have the ability to change your life, and you are a goddamn unicorn. What do you like to do on a full moon? What sort of activities feel appropriate to you? Do you moonbathe? Do you do divination? Do you call a close friend? Make a list of all of the ways that you might be able to honor and celebrate any special day for you. Create a collection of all of the really juicy, helpful, and insightful tarot or oracle spreads that you have ever used or would like to use. What are all of the ways that you like to connect with deity or with a specific spirit, if that's a model you work with? What kinds of offerings, what sorts of actions, meditations, symbols? List out everything you can think of that brings you that sense of connection. Affirmations, a big pile of words of power. Create a deep dive gratitude list. And not like a weak sauce gratitude list. I'm talking about mind-expanding, heart-exploding, magic-enhancing gratitude. It could be fun to do a witchcraft A to Z list. Write out all the letters of the alphabet and then write a word that relates to each letter that has to do with your personal practice. Create a witching on the go list. What's in your bag? What's in your car? What are your favorite tactics for guerrilla witching? Write down what you love or notice about each one of the seasons or any Sabbath that you celebrate. It could be fun to compile a list of enchanted eavesdropping, all of the clarion messages that you overhear in public. Go in and give us a really deep description of your garden or perhaps your house plants. List them all, find their names, find their Latin names, and then maybe include a word or two of power for each of them or a snippet about their lore. This one's kind of interesting. Make a list of everything that really grinds your gears, things that really frustrate you and make you prickly. This is the launching pad for shadow work. Make a list of all of your favorite colors, what they mean to you, their magical correspondences, perhaps their planetary correspondences. We do a lot of work with creating your own personal meaning and building a color cachet in my color magic course, RAINBOWMANCY, which is kicking off on February 1st. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll leave a link to that in the description bar. Create a master list of all of the magical locations in your area. Is it a special grove of trees? Do you live near a stone circle? Is there a park where your plant ally grows? Is there a really powerful mural that speaks to you? Maybe a haunted hotel. And finally, you might wish to compile a magical housekeeping checklist. Do you like to use floor washes? Do you ward? How often do you do cleansings? A list of all of the things that you do to magically and energetically make your home a haven. If you enjoyed these grimoire prompt ideas, I also have this list available as a printable on my blog. So be sure to go and check that out. You can print this list of lists for your grimoire. And I also wanted to remind you that there are gobs of resources, lots of videos, podcasts, printables, and books available for you right now on Patreon. $1 gets you access to tons of resources. So I hope that you enjoyed this list. I want to thank you so much for being here with me, Moon Babies. I hope that it inspires you to go forth and make beauty and magic in your own life. And until we speak again, Moon Babies, witch on, witch boldly, and be well. Bye-bye.